The year is 850 AD, a time of great discovery and innovation. Deep in the heart of ancient China, alchemists toil endlessly, driven by the quest for eternal life. They seek the elixir of immortality, a potion to cheat death itself, blending various ingredients in hopes of unlocking the secret. Instead, they stumble upon a different kind of magic gunpowder, a discovery that would change the course of history. This black powder, a mixture of sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter, holds within it the terrifying potential for both creation and destruction, a duality that would shape the future. Little do these alchemists know their discovery will change the face of warfare forever, introducing a new era of conflict and power. It begins with simple fireworks, dazzling displays of light and sound that light up the night sky, bringing joy and wonder to those who witness them. But the true power of gunpowder soon becomes apparent as its explosive potential is harnessed for more destructive purposes. This fire drug, as they call it, can propel projectiles with incredible force, revolutionizing the way battles are fought. The first weapons are crude bamboo tubes filled with this volatile mixture, yet they mark the beginning of a new age of warfare. Yet even these early attempts hint at the deadly potential of gunpowder, foreshadowing the devastating weapons that would follow. The secret of gunpowder does not remain confined to the East for long, as it begins its journey across continents. It makes its way westward, carried along the Silk Road by traders and travelers, spreading its influence far and wide. This knowledge, once a closely guarded secret of the Orient, spreads like wildfire, igniting curiosity and ambition in distant lands. It reaches the ears of kings and conquerors, forever altering the balance of power as they recognize the potential of this new weapon. The world would never be the same as the fire drug from the East reshapes the destiny of nations and the course of human history. Imagine a battlefield in the 13th century, a chaotic scene of clashing steel and roaring battle cries. Knights clad in steel clash with swords and axes, their armor gleaming under the sun, each strike a testament to their strength and skill. Archers rain arrows from afar, their bows bending with each release, sending deadly projectiles into the fray. But a new sound is about to break the medieval silence, the thunderous roar of the hand cannon, a weapon that will change the face of warfare forever. This early firearm, a descendant of those Chinese fire tubes, is as simple as it is deadly, a harbinger of a new era in combat. A metal tube, often with a handle, loaded with gunpowder and projectiles, it is a crude yet powerful tool of destruction. The hand cannon is a weapon unlike any seen before, a marvel of early engineering that requires no great strength to wield. It requires no years of training to master, making it accessible to even the simplest peasant. A peasant with a hand cannon can bring down a knight in shining armor, leveling the playing field in a way never before imagined. This terrifies the nobility, challenges the established order, and shakes the very foundations of medieval society. Warfare is no longer a contest of strength and skill, but of who possesses the most powerful firearms, shifting the balance of power. The hand cannon is inaccurate, cumbersome, and prone to exploding in the user's face, a dangerous yet revolutionary weapon. But it is a sign of things to come, the beginning of a long and bloody evolution of firearms that will shape the future of warfare. It is the first step in a journey that will lead to the development of modern guns, each iteration more deadly than the last. The genie is out of the bottle, and the world will tremble before its might as firearms become the dominant force on the battlefield. The 15th century dawns in Europe, and with it a new era of warfare. The landscape of battle is about to change dramatically. The matchlock musket emerges, a technological leap forward from the crude hand cannon. This innovation marks a significant shift in military tactics and weaponry. This weapon features a revolutionary mechanism, a slow-burning match cord attached to a lever. This simple yet ingenious design allows for more reliable ignition of the gunpowder. Pulling the lever lowers the match into a pan of gunpowder, igniting the main charge and propelling the lead ball with deadly force. The resulting explosion sends the projectile hurtling towards its target. The matchlock musket is still a far cry from the precision instruments of later centuries. Its accuracy is questionable, and it often misfires, making it a weapon that requires skill and patience to master. It is slow to reload, susceptible to wind and rain, and requires a constantly lit match, a dangerous proposition on a battlefield often littered with gunpowder. The challenges of using this weapon in adverse conditions cannot be overstated, but it possesses a crucial advantage over previous firearms range. The matchlock musket allows soldiers to strike from a distance, changing the dynamics of engagement. Armies equipped with matchlocks can engage the enemy from a distance, raining lead upon their ranks with devastating effect. This newfound capability forces a re-evaluation of traditional battle strategies. The traditional charges of knights become suicidal. The once dominant cavalry is now vulnerable to the relentless hail of musket fire. Castles, once thought impregnable, crumble under the onslaught of cannon fire. The matchlock musket, combined with artillery, renders old fortifications obsolete. The matchlock ushers in a new age of warfare, one dominated by gunpowder and firearms. This period marks the beginning of modern warfare, where technology and innovation dictate the outcomes of battles.
Breaking news.
By the early 17th century, the matchlock, with its limitations, begins to fade away. Replacing it is the flintlock musket, a weapon of elegance, reliability, and deadly accuracy. Gone is the need for a constantly burning match. The flintlock uses a piece of flint striking a steel plate to create a shower of sparks, igniting the priming powder and firing the weapon. This simple yet ingenious mechanism revolutionizes warfare. Soldiers can now march and fight in any weather without fear of their weapons being rendered useless by rain or wind. The flintlock is faster to reload, more reliable, and more accurate than its predecessors. The flintlock musket becomes the weapon of choice for armies and revolutionaries alike. It is the musket of the American Revolution, the Napoleonic Wars, and countless other conflicts. It is a symbol of both tyranny and liberation, capable of enforcing order and toppling empires. The crack of the flintlock musket echoes through history, a testament to the enduring impact of this revolutionary firearm. Section 5. Machines of War Mass Production. The 19th century roars to life with the Industrial Revolution, a period of unprecedented technological advancement that transforms the world. Factories spring up, churning out goods with incredible speed and efficiency. The art of gunsmithing, once a laborious and time-consuming process, is swept up in this tide of innovation. No longer are firearms the handcrafted tools of individual artisans. They become products of mass production, standardized, interchangeable parts assembled on vast assembly lines. This newfound efficiency makes firearms cheaper and more readily available than ever before. The American Civil War becomes a testing ground for these mass-produced weapons. Rifles like the Springfield Model 1861 and the Enfield Pattern 1853 prove their worth on battlefields from Gettysburg to Antietam. The carnage is unimaginable, a grim testament to the deadly efficiency of industrialized warfare. The Industrial Revolution, for all its progress, ushers in an age of unprecedented bloodshed. Section 6. The Devil's Paintbrush, Automatic Firepower. The 20th century arrives, and with it the dawn of a new era of warfare, one defined by speed, mechanization, and unimaginable firepower. The invention of the machine gun changes the face of war forever. These mechanical marvels are capable of unleashing a storm of lead, mowing down enemy soldiers by the hundreds. World War I becomes a brutal testament to the power of the machine gun. From the trenches of the Western Front to the mud and blood of the Somme, these weapons reign supreme. The chatter of machine guns becomes the soundtrack of war, a terrifying symphony of death and destruction. But the machine gun is not the only innovation to emerge from the crucible of World War I. The submachine gun, a compact and deadly weapon designed for close-quarters combat, also makes its debut. These weapons, like the German MP-18 and the American Thompson submachine gun, become synonymous with the trench warfare of World War I. Section 7. Lasers, computers, and guns that think. The latter half of the 20th century witnesses an explosion of technological advancements in firearms technology. Materials science leaps forward, producing lighter, stronger, and more durable weapons. Ergonomics and design are refined, resulting in firearms that are more accurate and easier to control. But the true revolution lies in the integration of electronics and computing. Lasers and holographic sights provide pinpoint accuracy, turning even novice shooters into deadly marksmen. Smart guns, incorporating fingerprint scanners and other biometric security measures, promise to prevent unauthorized use and reduce gun violence. The line between science fiction and reality blurs as firearms become increasingly sophisticated. Guided bullets that can change trajectory mid-flight, railguns that fire projectiles at hypersonic speeds, and directed energy weapons that harness the power of lasers. These are not the stuff of fantasy, but the future of warfare. Section 8, The Future of Firepower, a Double-Edged Sword. From the crude hand cannons of ancient China to the smart guns of the 21st century, the evolution of firearms is a testament to human ingenuity. It is a story of innovation, of constantly pushing the boundaries of what is possible. But it is also a story of duality, of tools created for both defense and destruction. The future of firearms is uncertain, shrouded in a cloud of both promise and peril. Will these advancements usher in an era of unprecedented peace through deterrence, or will they fuel the fires of conflict with even greater destructive power? The answer lies not in the weapons themselves, but in the hands that wield them. It is up to us, the inheritors of this legacy of innovation, to ensure that these tools are used responsibly, ethically, and for the betterment of humanity. The future of firepower is in our hands. Let us hope we have the wisdom to use it wisely.